Recently, I went over Wii U games that were physically exclusive to the console as of now, the time of this video, and I went over about 11 games. I'm going alphabetically here, so this is actually our part 2 for that video. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I definitely highly encourage starting from the beginning. That way you can kind of keep up with all the games from A to Z. There's still plenty more of decent games, as well as your kind of black sheeps here and bad games. So, without further ado, I've got 10 more games to go over in this video. Sit back, relax, hope you guys enjoy. Our next physical exclusive game on this list is NES Remix Pack, and this is a very interesting game here. So obviously, it's an NES themed video game, but the cool thing is, it's got a lot of different NES games, a lot of them that Nintendo just about made on the NES, and it's a bunch of like little micro game kind of deals. You play the games like normal, but they're all challenges you do. It has a semi-mobile game vibe, but it's quite addicting once you start getting into it and playing it, and I really liked this one. I remember I got this game a long time ago from GameStop, back maybe like a year after it came out, and it's a really cool game, especially if you like NES games. It gives you fun challenges, and as you progress, they get tougher and tougher, and it's just a cool game if you're a huge fan of the NES. This one's also on the 3DS, but the Wii U version is definitely the definitive way to play it, so definitely check this one out. This is a really good Nintendo game here. Nintendo Land. This game is definitely one of the more well-known games on the system because it's a pure exclusive, but it's a huge party game too. Pretty much it's a theme park that you're in, and this thing is a lot more than what you think it is. There's a lot of different kind of games you can do here. They got Zelda, Mario themed, Metroid themed, F-Zero themed, and the mini games here, which are pretty fun, and some you can play by yourself, but there's some, like Mario Chase, you require more than one person to play it. It's really fun. I'd say this is probably one of the best games on the system. This game just makes very, very good use for the touchpad. It does a lot of different things uniquely with each game, and they're all different. I mean, when a Nintendo goes all out, they do a pretty good job. Nintendo Land is easily one of the best games on the system, and maybe one of the best games that Nintendo's ever made that's multiplayer. This is a must-own if you have a Wii U. Paper Mario Color Splash. This one came out in 2016, made by Intelligent Systems, published by Nintendo. And yeah, it's a lot like the other Paper Mario games, like the first one in the Thousand Year Door. This one has a whole theme with like the prism and the rainbow. You go to this place called Prisma Island or whatever, and there's a bunch of paint stuff. And you look around and there's no one around except this paint can that you find, a red paint can, and he helps you out, and you pretty much gotta just make things look better and brighter again. Well, there's nothing really new here with the gameplay. It's pretty similar to the other ones. I haven't played too much of Paper Mario in my life, but this game seemed pretty cool though whenever we picked it up. Definitely is like a JRPG for kids kind of deal here, but nonetheless, the dialogue's pretty good, as well as the gameplay. I like the card system here, which you can't see it on the touchpad, but it's pretty nice to do that because it uses a lot of that, and you have to watch your paint meter as well. It's just a really cool game overall, and who knows if this gets ported or not. If this game gets ported, they would have to port either the first Paper Mario or Super Paper Mario on the Wii before this would go out. But you never know, they might surprise us. But pretty cool game, so definitely check this one out. It's about 40 bucks or so. Rabbids Land, a party game on the Wii U, came out back in 2012-2013, and this is pretty much kind of like a Mario Party clone. You can have a rabbit and change the color of how you want them to be, and essentially, yeah, it's Mario Party. There's a board game here, you go through certain slots, you roll dice, you play mini games. The mini games are not terrible, they're kind of fun, they have some different variety to them, and they do make good use of the touchpad. The game itself, it's not like amazing or great or anything, but it's not bad. I can definitely see this game being quite fun with some friends or your family. Definitely a good 4-player experience here. I was really shocked to see that this was a pure exclusive to the console too. I thought the Rabbids games were on like everything, but apparently this one is only on the Wii U. I guess because it does use some Wii U functionality, which it uses it kind of good. It's not too bad. Rabbids Land, if you want a cheap party game, I'd say go for this one and just see if you like it. It's a lot like Mario Party, so just know that when you go into it. Rodea The Sky Soldier. This is a weird one because this game is a Wii U and 3DS game, but it also has a Wii counterpart. Now, the Wii and Wii U versions are made by different developers. The Wii version was made by Prope, where the Wii U version is made by Kadokawa Games. The Wii version is not that bad. I highly encourage checking it out, and it plays very well. But I can't say the same for the Wii U version. The Wii U version, it plays completely different than the Wii version. The Wii version is on a Wii remote only, where the Wii U, it uses regular controls. It just doesn't work with this control scheme. You have to move the camera around to shoot where you want to go, and it just plays clumsy, very, very slow pace compared to the Wii counterpart. There might be fans of this game out there. I'm definitely not one of them, especially when I've played the Wii version before and it plays at 60 frames per second, it's faster. This game is pretty much just a cut-in-half version of that game. Even level design, I noticed, was different too. Rodea The Sky Soldier, you can get this for around like 20-25 bucks, so I'd say buy it just for the sake of the Wii version. But the Wii U, I don't know, it's a bit to be desired. Maybe I need to play more of this someday. Scribblenauts Unlimited and Unmasked. Well, these two actually do not qualify for this physical Wii U list, but there's something that I do want to point out about these games. So originally when they were released only on the Wii U and 3DS at the time. They were not available on any other consoles. Well, years pass, and there in fact was a combo pack that came out in 2017 for all available systems. I didn't see this until I was making the video, so I do apologize about that, but it's just strange because that happened, and it's like I almost want to count them because they're still standalone titles on the Wii U, but we're talking about physical media here, and the fact that the combo pack exists on new systems, it kind of makes it obsolete to own the standalone titles on the Wii U. Hence why I'm not going to leave it on this list. But I wanted to mention it because it almost made the list, and I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below on how you feel if they should be exclusive or not. I don't think they are, but would love to know what y'all think. Sing Party. It was actually published by Nintendo, but it wasn't made by them, obviously, a third-party developer. Sing Party, I mean, there's not really much to say. If you just take the vocals from Rock Band and Guitar Hero and make a whole game for it, that's pretty much what this is, but it's pretty much more of a casual game here. You just sing popular songs. I mean, they have everything from like 2012 and older at that point when the game was made. So not much to say, can't really show much because of the music and, copyright stuff. So yeah, it's just a casual singing game that's exclusive to the Wii U. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Came out back around like 2014-15, and it was actually made by a company called Big Red Button, not Sega. And this game here, it's based on the TV show that was going on at the time, and I'm sorry, they look ridiculous. Look at Knuckles, he looks horrible. Why does he look like that? And Sonic just looks like a little punk ass, I don't know. But anyways, this game is kind of crap. It's not that great. It has really rough frame rate going on, as you see in the footage, and the gameplay itself's just super generic. I mean, it's almost like it wants to be like a God of War clone mixed with a worse traditional, like 3D Sonic game. It doesn't really know what it wants to be. At least I thought when I was playing the game. Is it terrible? I don't think it's terrible, honestly. I mean, I think it's just, very average at the best. But for a Sonic game, this is pretty disappointing in my opinion. I remember seeing this game on Game Grumps back when it came out, and they were just ripping it a new one while playing it. It was actually quite funny. But this game here, maybe someday I'll check it out even further, but I highly doubt it, because this game, I just don't like the premise of it at all based on a show. So definitely other Sonic games that are way better than this one.
That wall was not built well.
Sonic Lost World, the other exclusive Sonic game on the Wii U. It also has a 3DS counterpart similar to Sonic Boom, but it's actually made by a different developer, so this game is actually still stuck only on the Wii U. It almost feels like a sequel to Sonic Colors, which was on the Wii, and the gameplay is way better than Sonic Boom. It's not perfect, but it definitely plays, you know, like a Sonic game, and Sega did make this one, and it's not bad. It definitely takes getting used with the controls. You have to hold like ZR to run, and then ZL is actually your spin dash, so you have to get used to those things, but overall, the game is not that bad. I don't think it's as better than Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors is a pretty cool game, not one of the best games ever made, but, you know, this game's okay, it's not too bad, and, you know, it's an exclusive Sonic game only on the Wii U, so that is kind of cool. I think this one is definitely worth the look and checking out, especially if you love Sonic or 3D platformers in general. You might get a kick out of this one, it's not that bad. And there you have it. That's that entire list of the physical exclusive Wii U games, minus the Scribblenauts games, of course, which puts us at about 8 games to add to the list. There's still 10 more games on the list, which there's a lot of S titles, usually for any system, but the next games are definitely going to be interesting to talk about, and I can't wait to talk about them in the next video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Y'all take it easy.